Voice actors, VAs, it's time to break them down. What's good, my fellow peasants? How you all doing? The Final Fantasy 15 English voice actors. You've been asking me to do a video, so I'm gonna do it. Gonna break this bad boy down. You've also been asking, peasant, when you do your playthrough, will it be in Japanese or English? The answer is English all day, every day, all the way, except for anime, in which case I watch that in Japanese. But let's do this, guys, let's go. This is just to give you sort of a bit of a better idea about the voice actors, get to know them a bit better. So Jim Pirri, first up, he was on Regis. Now, what has Jim done? What I'm getting is he's done a lot of additional voices, a lot of sort of side character voicing. Going on video games, these are all the sort of side characters he's done voices for. Captain America, he did a Hydra soldier. Diablo 3, Dark Cultist. Lost Planet 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, it just says various. It also says various on Murdered Soul Suspect. World of Warcraft, Dying Light, he did race and additional voices. Order 1886, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Uncharted 4, and then one of the characters he did play was Noah in Mirror's Edge. No fucking clue who that is. So it looks like Final Fantasy 15 with Regis. Lucius Calum is going to be his sort of most sort of grounded, important role from what I'm seeing in video game. As far as away from video games, on television, he's done NCIS, CSI, I think he was on an episode of Friends. He's done a lot of work, this guy, but it just all seems like it's been in the shadows. I think from looking at this, Race on Dying Light, Race was pretty important, main antagonist, so this is going to be good for Jim Pirri. Next up we had Ray Chase playing our Noctis. Now Ray Chase, born in Freehold, New Jersey, grew up in Las Vegas. He is a trusted brand spokesperson for television commercials like Welch's, Coke Zero, Corona Light, all that good shit. He also narrated over 128 audiobooks in 1.5 years. That is no small feat, that really isn't. And he is the winner of the 2014 Voice Actor Award for Best Audiobook Fantasy. He's also known for numerous sci-fi adventure series, with Man of Honor being his most popular. So that is by no means a bad CV. That is strong. Ray Chase, I'll also point out, I really like how Ray Chase sort of pointed out about Noctis' character development arc. You know, I've been saying from day one, I really think Noctis is going to have a huge arc, and when Ray was describing Noctis, he literally described that exact thing, so that was dope. Next up we had Robbie Damon on Prompto, and I knew his fucking name. I knew I did. So what's he done video game wise? Well, he's done Xenoblade Chronicles, the Lego Movie, Tales of Zestria, Lord of Manga, Grand Chase, Fairy Fencer F. I've actually got that on my desktop ready to play. But I knew his name. He played Kurosame from Type 0. Oh my god, I loved Kurosame so much. Beyond that, what's he done? Anime, animations, films, all that good shit. The last Naruto movie, Sailor Moon series, he's done that in both films and animes. God Killer, War Among Us, the Tom and Jerry show for animation at one point, Transformers, Star Wars Rebels. I ain't gonna read the full list, there's a lot there. Anime, yeah, he's done Sailor Moon, he's done bits of Naruto, Mobile Suit Gundam, he played Lino, and Galio, it says here. Blaze Blue, Auto Memory, Skip Beat, Sword Art Online, all that good stuff. I like his voice. I really like Robbie Damon's voice. I also like when he spoke about Prompto, he said he identified his role as comic relief, but that he was trying to still make Prompto his own character, have his own story, make him a real person. And that is so important, because comic reliefs often at time, they don't become people, but I think we've all seen that with Prompto. I think that's why Prompto is becoming such a loved character. And that really goes hand in hand with that Brotherhood episode of Prompto where he was overweight, he lost all the weight, everything he did in that episode, it just made him such a person. I really hope they keep that up. That was a good cool square. I hope you keep that up in the game. Next we had my favourite voice actor, and that was Adam Croasdell on Ignis. Such a unique voice. He is a British actor, but he was born and raised in Zimbabwe, Africa. So I don't know if that is perhaps what's given it a bit of a little interesting spin. What has he done? Well, he's also worked in NCIS. I think fucking everyone's worked in NCIS at one point. He's also done EastEnders. He was the leading voice actor for major characters in things such as Dead Island, Middle-earth, Shadows of Mordor. Played that, that's a good game. He was even a body double for Daniel Craig in James Bond 007 Bloodstone. And Adam was nominated for Best Vocal Ensemble in the BTVA Video Game Voice Acting Awards in 2014 for his role in Middle-earth, Shadows of Mordor. But what is clear is that with Adam, he is the one putting the biggest spin on his voice. It is very different. His voice acting in a very different voice to his own. So of course that is what is so unique about Ignis' voice. I fucking love Ignis' voice. I have to play this game in English just for Ignis. There's no question about it. Chris Parson next on Gladiolus, and he's kind of like Jim Pirri. He's kind of done a lot of additional voices of all of the characters, or voice actors so far. His CV does seem the smallest, which is kind of surprising, considering just how sort of suited Gladiolus's voice is to so many roles. I mean, I can think of a million roles that his voice would work well in. So films, we've got Batman, Assault on Arkham, Cats and Dogs, Rango, The Spiderwick Chronicles, Yellowbird. As for video games, and these are all mostly additional voices, 007 Quantum of Solace, Assassin's Creed Revelations, Final Fantasy 13 too. Oh fuck, I wish I didn't just say additional voices. I really wish we got to know which ones. Gotham City, Grand Theft Auto 5, Infamous 2, Lightning Returns. So he must have been a character who was in both 13 2 and Lightning Returns. Oh fuck, I'm going to try to find out, guys. 2 secs. No, sorry, I couldn't find it. Right, what else has he done? Metro Last Night, Might and Magic, Project Spark, Prototype, Red Faction, Skylanders, Watchmen, and also World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor. I think every fucker's played in that as well. Next we have Amy Shiels. Oh, Amy, why couldn't you be our Luna in the movie? I'm sorry, Lena. You guys know I don't like fucking Lena Headey's voice. I really wish Amy Shiels was also the voice actor. I like her voice, I like Luna's voice. Amy, she's from the Republic of Ireland, and her CV is very small. She's only done sort of 4 movies really by the looks of it: Cowboys and Angels, Citadel, Young Alexander the Great, and Veronica Guerin. Ain't never heard of that. But I just love this scene. I've got to talk about this scene with Luna fighting Leviathan. I knew she had it in her. I knew Luna had it in her to be a badass. I've been saying it, I bet she's got skills. I bet she can fight. I bet she's got some magical powers that she can pull out. Possibly powers that she might be able to use against Noctis if they do fight. What else I want to point out, guys, and you have to remember this, there were Niflheim airships surrounding Leviathan. I need you to remember that for an upcoming theory video. But wow, that scene was so dope. So dope. Davin Paul, how his CV's not bigger. The voice of Ardyn. Wow, that voice, guys. That voice is so unique, that voice is so distinct, that voice is so fitting for a sort of sneaky antagonist. I love Ardyn's voice, I really do, and that is why he is the only one, I think, of this list who is both the Kingsglaive voice actor as well as the game voice actor. Now, Davin Paul, he's done Julie and Julia 2009, Star Wars The Old Republic, Knights of the Fallen Emperor 2015, and Overwatch 2016. When I found that out, I was thinking, who could he be? Anyone who's played Overwatch, who do you think he could be? Have a guess. Have a guess based on the names you know. Have you got it? He plays Reinhardt. He plays fucking Reinhardt. Oh my god. This is Reinhardt for anyone who doesn't know.
This will be done.
That is Reinhardt. Wow, wow. Davin Paul's voice for Ardyn is really a strong point on the English VA side. Also really loved the description he used of Ardyn. He said it was a very sincere insincerity. Oh, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. And then he did an impersonation of the voice, and he had a smile on his face. He is absolutely loving playing Ardyn. I could just tell he's enjoying it. That's great. And finally, we had Matthew Mercer on Corleones, aka Daigoro. I recognised him instantly from his face. He played Trey from Type 0. I remember listening to interviews with this guy. He was brilliant. He was really nice guy. He seems. He's done Xenoblade Chronicles. He's done Overwatch as well. Who do you think he plays in Overwatch?
It's high noon.
That's right, he plays McCree. He plays McCree. Wow, absolutely fucking hate McCree's. He's also played Abe in he's got a bit. Saints Row, Persona, 10K Nights, Hearthstone, Knack. He plays Anarchy in Batman, Tales of Xillia, Gears of War, Soul Calibur, he plays Daymond in Dead or Alive 5. It goes on and on. Fei Long in Street Fighter 4, Star Ocean, he plays Edge Maverick. Films, he's done Batman, Bad Blood, Marvel Superheroes, Batman Unlimited, One Piece, he plays Bins, Justice League, Leon in Resident Evil, Damnation, holy shit. He plays Tony Stark in Iron Man, Rise of Technovore. Animation, what's he done? DC Super Friends, Thundercats, Miraculous. As for anime, the list goes on. Naruto, Sailor Moon, Hunter x Hunter, Brothers Conflict, Kill la Kill, plays Ikuro, Levi, and Attack on Titan. The list goes on and on. But what got me really excited about what Matthew actually said about Corleones was, because it ties so well with my theory, he said, Corleones, he is bound by the promises and the duty he has made to his friends and to his king. Bound to the Brotherhood, bound to his king, bound to it throughout all the ages, that's what I said. And then Matthew went on to say, he is a station of the old guard. So he really pointed that out as being one of Corleones' most sort of important traits. Of course, if he's going to bring it up, then Corleones must really be old school guard. How old school are we talking, Matthew? Are we talking 150 years by any chance? But this is the other thing, guys, and this was the most exciting. Do you remember I said how dark Corleones' role would be, if I'm right, that he's had to watch Brotherhood fail again and again and again, and how hard that must be for Corleones, to be visiting the tombs of his previous sort of friends. And Matthew even pointed it out. He then said, his words were, the failure has really taken to heart, and Corleones is trying to make up for his mistakes. Oh my god, guys, he literally could be narrating my theory video. He really could. The narrative of what he was describing Corleones is exactly the same kind of narrative that I was in my theory video. I am so hyped about that. Now let's round this video out, guys. Let's watch the rest of this. Let's just listen to him.
Why didn't he tell me?
It is a good voice acting team.
As I left? Why?
I think the story of Final
Yes,
Fantasy
Ray
15
Chase.
is the hallmark of this.
I'm so hyped
It
for these
really
voice
is a
actors.
classic coming of age story. And
And there were some really cool new scenes in here.
The beautiful part about it is that his three friends who surround him the closest all take their
Adam
individual
Croasdell will say
Things
something
like
interesting
father
in a
and
minute.
son, brother to brother. These are real life things that I think people can relate to. I was thrilled with how high the stakes were, always. People really lose something.
It's thrilling and it's sad.
Yeah, I
It's
told you
just
guys,
everything.
tragedy. I've been saying it. I really think this is going to be
It's an
dark.
epic quest. It's a tale of betrayal, a tale of friendship.
There it is, guys.
And a tale of
betrayal.
triumph against
I said in my tragedy and
There's a lot of
betrayal
that fresh
video.
delivery that creates its own story and its own essence
Betrayal,
beyond the rest of the series
guys.
before it, but also has enough of that continued thread of love that all the previous games had, where you feel like it's still home the Final Fantasy series always was. That to me is a sign of a true successor to what
Brilliant,
is
guys.
probably one of the greatest game series.
Thanks
that
for watching.
genre in market.
Hope that helped. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that got you to know the voice actors that we are going to have on our team for Final Fantasy 15 a little bit better. Until the next video, guys. Kupo!